Yes guys, Ben's here, welcome back to the studio. And have you heard the news? I cannot believe it. I woke up this morning, checking my news, just waking up, and lo and behold, it was there on my news feed. Serum 2, the powerhouse synth we all know and love, has just got an update, and we're gonna go check it out now. Let's get into it.
I can't accept jungle, we need jump up, I'm afraid.
Serum 2, here it is. This thing is looking absolutely crazy. I mean, it's like they've got two serums and just stacked them up side by side. It really reminds me of Pigments 3, and that's a plugin I've been using a lot recently, but this thing looks next level. Let's go check out some of the features, because I've seen a couple of things I've got my eye on that actually look really interesting. I can't wait to see what's. Right, so we've got a What's New Serum 2 doc with reel of all of the new functionality. Let's check that out in a second, because I think we've got some basic overviews of some of the new features. Wavetable oscillator, we all know what that is, but it looks like they've added some extra features on here, so you can get some more manipulation of your wavetables. Hopefully that will make your sound design a lot easier, and give you more capability to make new sound design. A multi-sample oscillator, I don't even know what that means. What does it say? Enables replication of real instruments and sounds found elsewhere. I don't know. We're gonna have to just check it out and see how it sounds, but it sounds fun. They put a baby grand piano sample in there, so assuming you can maybe like stack samples or do something fun there. Sample oscillator, that is such an improvement, because in the previous Serum it's just this little box, you couldn't even see the sample, so they brought it out now and made its own oscillator. I think that it's definitely going to be a game changer for sound design, especially for layering like samples onto snares and things like that. So that, and oh, that's going to be good. And it's got a little clipper on it. That must mean you can add distortion now to each of the wavetables, not just like do the bend and the bend minus and plus and pulse width modulation and all of that. So that's pretty neat. Granular oscillator, I don't do a lot of granular work, so I'll be interested to try that out. It's there now, might as well give it a go, see how it sounds. But you can create all these like little spacey bleep and blops and textures and effects and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Spectral oscillator, this is new to me. Spectral oscillator allows for real-time resynthesis of samples at harmonic level and transient detection process similar to that found in advanced time stretching algorithms, enables you to shape time and frequencies in radical ways. There you go. Serum has absolutely killed it with the oscillators on this update. Let's have a look then. What's new in Serum 2? Let's get this a little bit bigger. Alright, well, there's a Geiger counter for the noise. That looks quite fun. It's nice that they've added some more visuals to the plugin. It really looks like two of them stacked. It just seems like they've just completely leveled it up. It's crazy. It looks so strange looking at it. Let's have a quick look at some of these new mixer, expand effects, improved matrix, free oscillators now. That is really good. Enhanced preset browser. The browser in Serum 1 was pretty rubbish. Oh, comprehensive undo and redo. I like that. That's decent. It means if you make mistakes in your patches, you could just go back a little bit. So good if you. It's quite easy to go off piece when you're doing your sound design and that, so that's quite a nice added feature. LFOs up to 10 now. I don't know how many was put in Serum 1, but I know if you added more, it just kept bumping them out. So yeah, enhanced keyboard, standard keyboard, and transition key scale swing and oscillator mapping settings. I don't know. I probably won't use that. Appreciator. Now that's something I will use, because I love making arps. If you listen to my music, I put a lot of arps into my tunes, so definitely keen to check that out. Clip, I had a little look at this because find out what was what, and it seems that you can do like with Ableton, you can have like a little clip and then record clips in Serum. I've never seen a synthesizer do that, so that's pretty mad. Again, we have to check that out. Macros up to 8 and envelopes again, so kind of normal synthy stuff, but I mean, god, this thing looks mad. Let's move on to the next page. So we got, this is the interface page. I think a lot of this has been kind of covered already. I don't think there's anything exciting on this page. Oh, dual filters. Now that's good. That's a really good feature. I always found with using Serum, I'd have to use a filter in the patch when I'm doing my sound design, and then use the effects filter to then like cut out or manipulate sound a bit more. Added filter and is definitely a good thing, a good feature to have in here. So yes, well done. Expanded oscillators. What does that mean? I guess they've added more 3' oscillators, so they've added the extra one. Oscillator types, we touched on that earlier. And the new oscillator modes in all of their glory. Look at them, 5 oscillator modes now available. Wavetable. Even the graphics look really neat. I like that. I like the look of it. It's just like it's like polished. Next level. Sick. Multi-sample, sample, granular, spectral. We're going to have to just go and listen to them, I think, because I have no idea what they even do. So, wavetable enhancements, tuning modes, unison. Enhanced unison configuration, I'll have to check that out, because I always found unison in Serum. It's okay, it did the job, but, you know, other synths can do a better job with that. Wavetable interpolation, I don't know what that means. Warp modes, dual warp. Oh, that's cool. So you could do 2 at once. Phase memory routing. Okay, so we can route. Each oscillator can be routed out to do the filter main, direct or none. That's good. Some of the modes there. Sample mode highlights. That's just for the sampler. You can slice a sample. I don't know how complex the sampler is going to be, but it was pretty bad in the last one. So any improvement on this, I think, is a good thing. We can try that out though. More new oscillators, highlights, multi-sample oscillator again. So instruments with support for loading SFZ files, envelope, timbre shifting, warp. I don't know. You're gonna have to have a play with that. I don't know. Hopefully it comes with some samples that you can just mess around with. That would be really good. Some like I've found with Serum, some of the default content they give you is actually pretty good, just to even get a starting point of what you're trying to do. Granular, window mount, warp, blah 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 blah. This thing looks crazy. I can't even imagine some of the possibilities of some of the sound engineers or sound designers out there are gonna get out of this thing, because Serum's been the staple for so long now, and it's just been upgraded with all of these features, so people are really gonna make use of them and take advantage of them. Why would you not? Dual expander features, yeah. Oh, effects, nice. They have been given a overhaul, improved effects of. Got some buses, so you can route them into buses. 13 effects and 3 split modules. That comes up in a minute. I have had a look at that, and that is definitely a game changer for Serum sound design. Bypass the modules. Add multiple instances of a single effect. Oh, that yes. There's been so many times where I'm like, oh, I'd like another one of these, but you're so limited in Serum. One, about having multiple effects, so you can take the distortion, add more than one distortion in the same patch. What that means is we're going to be able to do sound design, and most of the processing is going to stay within the patch. That is a good thing, and I'm excited to see what can be produced. No post-processing, just with Serum. And don't forget, with that, you get all your LFO functions and all of your modulation. You can chuck that into these effects rack and, you know, do cool stuff, keep movement to the track. So that is a real level up from Serum 1. So new and enhanced effect, both new frequency shift effect. Don't know what that is. Convolve, that must some sort of reverb. Delay, already had a delay. Looks the same, just with some nice, a bit nicer GUI. Distortion, new overdrive mode, and DC bias control. Yes, reverb plate, nice. Vintage, nitrous, and basin. I didn't really rate the reverb in Serum 1, if I'm honest. I always found it a bit washy. and I never was able to get a good sound out of it. Hopefully with these new algorithms, that will change, because that would be nice to keep it all in the same utility plugin. And to most people, I don't think this will be very exciting, but to me, this is sick. It allows you to do stuff I would normally do in post-processing, but do it in Serum. I don't have to do all the post-processing. For example, like cutting the lows in the side signal off a track, you can just mono the bass, cut the sides out, and that's already one plugin I may have put on my post-processing, now brought in a box, and that is sick. I love that. And the signal splitter modules, it's just incredible. How they got so many features into one update. Mental. So you could split the lows and highs and process them. Amazing. Low, mid and highs, multi-band, and then you've got a mid and side. So that is very powerful. I've not seen that in a synth at all, ever. I'm very keen to play with that. It's just going to mean the sounds and the sound design you're going to produce out of Serum 2 is just going to be capable of being cleaner, more precise. Yeah, it's definitely a level up. Enhanced modulation, more envelopes, LFO, chaos modes, that'd be quite cool. Some randomizer, LFO drawing tools. Yeah, I like that, because the LFO was fine in Serum 1, but it could have been a bit better. You could change phase. That is good. Means you can choose the position of where the LFO starts, rather than having to do some weird, like, I don't know, you have to right click it and start point here and stuff. That's really good. Host anchoring, cool. Yeah, presets already had that. Phase. Okay, yeah, nothing too exciting there. The modulation matrix. Reorder modulations, that's cool. None of this looks very exciting. Bypass modulation, that's good. Couldn't do that in Serum 1. New mixer. This looks like a whole door just made in Serum. It's crazy. And you can filter it, add EQs, compression, distortion. So there, okay. So it's like everything. So it's just all your oscillators going into filters and then into buses and then outputs. And you can manage the routing here. Very, it's like having a door inside Serum, just of each channel. And they put a lot of time and effort into this update. I cannot believe it's free for everyone that's already got Serum. Here we are, the clip sequencer. That's what I was saying earlier. It looks like you just dial in what you want, and then you can launch a clip, and it will just play the notes for you. I don't know if I'd use that, but it's still a very nice feature. Really advanced to put something like that in a synth. And then Prodiator. I'm excited for that. Anything exciting on here that might be interesting? Glossy. I don't know. It kind of just looks like it has all the standard ARP features, but that's not a bad thing. But just have to try it. I'm not the best with ARPs. They can be quite hard to dial in, so I've always found if I'm doing ARPs, I did it in the DAW and just dotted it into the piano roll, but we can see how that goes. And enhanced keyboard and improved preset browser. My mind is blown. I never thought I'd see the day that Serum 2 has arrived. I haven't even installed it yet. So I'm going to go and install it and check it out and have a play with it. But if you're a Serum 1 user and you already own it, you can download the update for free. So go check it out. I'm excited for the possibilities for this new update of Serum and the new sound design that comes with it, because Serum's been such a staple in electronic music, and that was a very revolutionary plugin, and this is the next evolution of it. And you know, what's gonna come out in the next sort of year that people have produced in this, and what new crazy and exciting sounds have they created. But don't worry, I'm gonna get my own hands on it, do my own sound design and check it out. I'm gonna do another video of some of the sounds I've made and do a little show off of some of my sound design on it, so make sure you're subscribed for that one. Let me know if you're excited for this update in the comments, and I will catch you in the next Serum 2 video.